Well, it's good to sit here on this couch with you and enjoy a nice, peaceful, quiet... I have something to say!
I feel like it made a lot of use out of the wedding suit coat.
Yeah, I'm glad we got married.
For this reason only.
Yes. Cars are stupid. I think the actual take is we should stop using cars, but I didn't want to write all that. Well, it's not really we should. It's more we never should have started relying so much on cars. First of all, listen, it's a hobby for a lot of people, and I understand. Car racing, sure. F1 was a good movie. Brad Pitt's a dreamboat.
Is this about cars or is this about Brad Pitt?
Well, now I'm thinking about Brad Pitt. That could be for a different video. Cars as a hobby? Sure. In certain specific instances? Sure. But here's the reasons why they're stupid. 1, people die in thousands every year from car accidents.
That's pretty stupid.
The most dangerous thing that we do in our lives
on a daily basis
is get in a car and drive.
Unless you're into spelunking.
Statistically, that's probably more dangerous. Yeah.
Fewer people engage in it.
But even if statistically this wasn't the most dangerous, it is still thousands of people dying every year.
I'm with you. I'm right behind you.
Yeah.
In a separate car.
Listen, cars are convenient. I get it. They're convenient. But we'll just get this one out of the way.
Okay. Yeah.
Gas, carbon, resources it takes to make cars. Although, if we didn't have cars, we would be using resources to make other modes of transportation.
But also the resources in order to build and maintain roadways that can accommodate the vast number of cars that we have. Big parking lots.
All the pavement.
It affects like the temperatures. They're hotter. More pavement, fewer trees.
We can come up with more environmentally efficient ways to travel.
Like by bird.
Bird. Yeah, travel by bird. Oh my God.
We need bigger birds.
Well, breeding the birds would take resources, but probably...
How do you selectively breed them to get big enough to transport like a family?
That would be pretty difficult. A giant bird. Conversely, we could maybe make camels fly or unicorns.
Pegasus.
Pegasus, that's it.
Sometimes birds can be pretty mean, so like maybe thousands of people would die every year from their birds killing them.
Oh yeah. Actually,
killed by
safety-wise, I'm not sure it would be better.
We can't say for sure unless we try it that way.
Sure.
So I think we should do that.
I'm thinking trains. I'm thinking public transit, buses. I think we could still have roads. We can still have public transit. One thing that people might be thinking is like, well, I have to drive so many miles to work. I have to drive so many miles to get groceries. Yes, you do, because we've built it around the automobile. So, 3, things would be closer. The suburbs, to me, the most boring places on earth. And it's because we have this zoning where you have all these houses with their lawns, and then you have to go way over here to get all your stuff. One thing I love about Chicago, corner shops. You could just walk down the street and buy stuff from a little place. It's mixed in with where you're living. It's convenient. You walk. It's nice. Maybe there's something further away in town that you want to go to get something. Well, you can take a train or a bus. What if you want to haul a lot of stuff? Okay, well you hire someone.
A bird.
A bird!
I mean, people gotta get furniture and stuff. It's like a chicken and egg situation. We have this problem because we developed the automobile, and then that allowed us to build things further away. Because of that, more people needed or wanted vehicles. And then when more people had vehicles, then things got built even further away. Like, we can't just yoink all the cars.
And we're also pretty used to having lots of stuff and big furniture and big lawns and big houses.
I think the daily reliance on cars, we could work towards a place where more days without requiring a car.
I think we should also change zoning laws and figure out a way to transition to having little shops in the middle of residential areas.
And more residential density.
And then when everything's close together, there's more walking. And walking is good for you. But if you're going to be doing a lot of exercise, you might need protein, which brings me to David Protein, the sponsor of this video. Thank you for sponsoring.
Thank you, David.
So in my travels, I've discovered I feel fuller and more satisfied longer when I have a significant amount of protein. I just did a video in which I make eggs and beans every morning. That's what I do for protein. But another thing I do is I have David Protein. It's especially good when I exercise because it helps heal your muscles. Because when you exercise, you're tearing those little muscles. They have bronze bars and they have gold bars. Bronze bars are more fun to say because of the alliteration. Bronze bars. They have 20 grams of protein for 150 calories. And gold bars, these have 28 grams of protein with 150 calories. The highest CFP calories from protein on the market. That would be 2 cups of black beans for the same amount of protein. I'm a beanie guy, but that's too many beans. That's like 500 calories. And you'd have to eat 700 calories of peanut butter to get the same thing. That much peanut butter is not gonna make you feel good. And this was made by a co-founder of the RX bar. Can you guess what his name is? Peter Rahal. This is actually named after Michelangelo's David. And let me tell you, when I eat it, work of art. It's delicious. It's a really quick, simple, quimple way to eat protein. And I know you don't have a lot of time because you're going to be stuck on the road all day driving your car. So David is offering you, just you, person watching this video, a special deal. If you get 4 cartons, you get the 5th free if you scan the QR code or you follow the link right down there in the doobly-doo. If you don't want to wait, you can also get them at Target, Walmart, Kroger, Schmoger. Schmoger's not a thing, as far as I know. Ralph's, Hy-Vee, all sorts of places. Again, not Schmoger. Thank you, David Protein, and also thank you, Michelangelo, for creating David, a beautiful work of art. Okay, speaking of a beautiful work of art, let's go back to talking to my wife about cars. I was saying my wife was a beautiful work of art, not cars. I love Chicago. I loved living in Chicago. I loved being able to walk. For a time, I didn't have a car, and that was awesome. Because you know why?
No, because you haven't told me yet. Whoa, 3 exclamation points.
Cost. So expensive. I had a cheap $1,000 Corolla that I ran into the ground. But now we have 2 nice cars. There's insurance. There's maintenance. If you do a little dent in it, it costs a ton of money. Everyone's on pins and needles driving like, don't touch my car, get out of, no, don't bump into my car. Because it costs so much. It's like a giant house you're driving around.
If you can't afford to buy a vehicle outright, then you've got a car payment.
And most people that have them have to have them because they have to drive to work. They have to drive to groceries. A lot of people have fallen in love with them, but I think it's Stockholm Syndrome. Because we have to have them, we might as well love them. Not everyone. Of course, there are people who love cars.
I mean, imagine if you could just love your bird instead.
See, that at least it's a living thing. I mean, it might bite you.
Cars are stupid, or how I learned to stop driving and love the bird.
You know, enormous birds with giant beaks flying around. I don't like this idea.
We can selectively breed them to have little beaks.
Okay, this seems more fraught with problems than cars to me.
Spoken like a man who's never loved a bird.
Plus, we're subjugating the birds to do our bidding.
Okay,
See?
You got a point.
See?
Yeah. I mean, like, people, you have horses.
No. Denser populations, more public transit, and more things close by. How about that?
Okay. I'm on board.
You were already on board.
I switched over to birds for a second, but I'm back.
You got traffic jams. When I was in Chicago, I didn't have a car for a while, and then I got a job in the suburbs. I tried public transiting, took an hour and a half. Extremely inconvenient. So then I drove, and it took like 17 minutes. But the drive home every day took about an hour to an hour and a half. Because of traffic. And that was the worst time of my life. One of the things that motivated me to work for myself making videos at home was avoiding the drive home. So cars are stupid.
Cars are stupid.
Let's have more public transit. Let's build trains. We keep talking about it. High-speed rail between cities, especially Chicago, Milwaukee, Madison, Minneapolis, in this area of the world. We almost did it once. Someone took power and ended it. And now they're talking about doing it again. There's an election coming up. I didn't mean for this to be a political, well, obviously it is political, but I didn't mean for this to be a campaign video.
Municipalities' hands are tied in so many ways, in so many places. It's just silly and frustrating that it's all tied down in this bureaucracy and unkind things that I could say.
Thought of another one.
Sure.
Driving sucks. From here, I've driven to Chicago multiple times. I've driven to Minneapolis multiple times. I've taken the bus to Chicago. That was awesome. I could read. I could do some work. I didn't have to stare at a hypnotizing road in front of me the whole time and make sure I wasn't dying.
Yeah.
And I took the train to Minneapolis multiple times. Equally better, even better than the bus. Awesome. You could get up and walk around, and there's a snack car, and it's beautiful.
I mean, driving sucks because of time lost. It's also exhausting for that reason because you have to be so focused, ideally. It requires so much mentally. If I go on a road trip, by the time I get there, I'm done.
Some people might be thinking, well, yeah, but we're going to have self-driving cars. That would be better. Self-driving cars would be better than this. But you're still going to have massive infrastructure. You're going to have all this parking. You're going to have to deal with all these cars. Also, the transition to driverless cars, if that's where we're going, is going to be rocky.
That kind of just becomes another form of public transit.
Which could work. That's fine. But if you have to own them, then that's cost. There's the environment. I mean, if they're electric, that's better, but it's still massive infrastructure.
If everybody still feels like they need their own, then we're still having to deal with all the infrastructure for storing and parking and operating these vehicles on giant roads.
Safety? Well, who knows? Who knows?
Nobody knows.
Yeah, you were way not on board, and now I've convinced you.
Yeah, I was way not on board. I loved cars at the beginning of this conversation.
Really?
No, but I do like to sit in the car.
It is a nice private spot. With public transit, it's not privacy.
It's quiet. It's sound insulated in my little world. We just have to get a little like pod.
We just got to have pods.
A little sitting pod.
We could just make a private space.
Someone's going to come in there and have to say some shit to me. It's going to be stupid.
I can and sometimes do come and say some sure to you when you're in the car.
I know. I know. My hot take is that everybody should have an outer shell that they can retreat into like a turtle.
You got to carry around the turtle shell?
Yeah, it would be like a lightweight material though, but it would be structurally critical to your body and permanently affixed.
I don't like this.
Well, you have
What about sleep?
You would sleep in it.
And be comfortable?
Oh yeah, cradled like a baby.
I'm maybe back on board for this. It's lightweight and you can just sleep in it anywhere, anytime.
Anytime. And like when they retract their limbs and stuff in, I think that like they can like close up
There's like a door?
flaps or something. Hang on.
So then we would just have people in their little shells laying around.
That'd be great. I've been known to lay down on the ground and take a nap places.
That sounds good.
Do turtles have little flaps to close their shells? Minus AI. Box turtles have a flap.
Okay.
Tortoises don't have that.
We want to be like box turtles. It would have to be very popular and widespread for it to become societally acceptable to just get in your pod anywhere you want. How would we make that transition?
Somebody's got to be brave and just start doing it.
See, that's not enough though. Someone will do it and then someone else will like kick them or roll them or something.
Yeah, but you'd be in your shell. You'd be all sealed up in your shell. It doesn't even matter.
You're that protected? Yeah, but where they could roll you into the traffic unless we're living in a world with no cars as well.
Yeah, we'd have both. No cars.
All right.
How are you going to fit in a car with your shell?
To modify this take, cars are stupid. We should all have turtle shells.
Box turtle shells.
Box turtle shells.
Yes.
And we're going to have to develop this magical technology that's lightweight, but you can still...
I think that's going to be pretty easy to do.
You think so?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad we had this talk because we arrived on your take, which is more interesting than mine.
Well, it's more practical.
Well, it would be. Anything else to add?
No. Do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, I make videos every weekday. I've actually missed a few weekdays recently. Over on Patreon, if you want to support me.
You make videos every weekday that you make videos.
Yeah, I think I was stuck in traffic a couple days, so I couldn't do it.
You're stuck in traffic because a human in a turtle shell had been pushed in front of you.
Yes, exactly. I was stuck in traffic because a human in a turtle shell had been pushed in front of me. Thank you for watching. You want to wink?
Sure.
I winked again on accident with you. So
wow.
You deserve your own. Go ahead.
I don't want my own.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what's mine is yours.
Okay. Wait, I guess I got to say goodbye. Goodbye?
Bye.
I got to go back and shoot a quick thing before I forget.
Okay, bye.
That'll be in the middle of the video, which they will have already seen. It's a transition into the sponsor is what I have to shoot. So, but...
Bye.
My mind is elsewhere. Sorry, I got up without saying goodbye. Goodbye.
That was rude.
I love you.
Oh.
You.
Oh.